Hi, Mr. Ritzart here again, and I'm continuing on with doing the videos for solving for acceleration, and I'm just going to jump right into this again. So as I like you guys to start every problem that we're dealing with in physics, we're going to write down everything that we are given, all of our variables. So here we have a train is able to slow down at an acceleration of 0.17 meters per second squared. If the train is traveling at a velocity of 22 meters per second, how long in seconds will it take for the train to stop? So let's take a look at all the information that we have here, and I always like to just write it down as it's given to us in the question. So it says that a train is able to slow down, so there's an acceleration of 0.17 meters per second squared. Now because it says it's slowing down, I'm going to put this in as a negative acceleration. So seconds meters per second squared. If the train is traveling at an initial velocity of 22.0 meters per second, how long in seconds will it take for the train to stop? So we have a final velocity of 0 because it is going to be stopping, and it wants to know, the question is asking us how long. So again, let's just write down our formula. Acceleration is equal to our change in velocity, final velocity minus initial velocity. Okay, those are vector quantities all over our time, our change in time. So now we have to do a manipulation. Now if I solve this, I'm going to multiply both sides by t and divide both sides by a, and that should get rid of, move my time to the one side, so I end up with t is equal to vf minus vi over a, which then let's just put in our information and solve the equation. So our final velocity is 0 meters per second minus my initial velocity, which was 22.0 meters per second, and I'm going to put that over my acceleration, which is again negative 0.17 meters per second squared. Now this is really important, putting the velocity in as negative. Otherwise, if I don't have a negative divided by a negative, I'm going to end up with a negative for my time, and of course we can't have a negative time. 129.4 seconds, so 129 seconds. So it does take just a little bit over 2 minutes for a train to stop that's traveling 22 meters per second initially. So that's again how we solved it. Write down everything that you were given, write down your formula, manipulate it for the information or the variable that the question is asking for, then put in your variables or put in all your information, do the math with the units, and come up with your final answer. That's how it's done, and we will see you in class. Science.